What's up, everybody? So we're back again with another video, but this time we're going to be pressing a hat that's trending hard right now, the Richardson 112. This is the 112 FP, which stands for 5-panel hat. So you have your 5 panels and you have your 6 panels. In this video, we're going to be again pressing the leather patches from Caldwell's Customs, and we're going to put them on this hat so that you can see the results of how easy it is to use this hat on the 360 IQ from Stahls and get the job done. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this right after the break. So what's up, everybody? Welcome back. If this is your first time here, welcome. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. We're going to definitely show you how to rock and roll when it comes to these hats, because what this is all about is you being able to make money making the most perfect hat you can for your clients and customers, and I'm here to show you the process. So if you don't already have one of these machines, the 360 IQ hat press from Stahls, this is the one that you definitely want, because this is the one that's not going to ruin your hats and is also going to make you a ton of money in the process. So today, this has always been one of the most difficult hats to be able to press. In this case, it definitely is not. And you're going to see just how easy the process is. For those of you that are watching this video and it's your first time trying or attempting to do one of these hats, you're going to see that it's not a scary process. You can definitely get it done. So here we go. So in this setup, here's the settings. So I have, and of course this is based off of the leather patches that come from Caldwell's Customs. Okay, if you have your own patch source that you use for your leather patches, I'm going to recommend that you definitely order a few more hats than you normally would, so that you can practice and dial in your settings. Okay, I mean, you can also dial them in on the fly, but for me, this is the settings that work for me with this patch, and it should be kind of similar to other patches with this machine. So write this down. Here we go. So I name it leather upper platen. This one right here, 275. Lower platen I have set at 300 degrees. The first timer, which is your preheat timer, because you want to preheat this hat just to get it to move a little bit and stretch a little and conform to the lower platen, I have that set for 7 seconds. Okay, your pressure is going to be between 5 and 6. Okay, see what works for you based on your patch. Some cases you might need more pressure. I doubt you're going to need less, but anywhere from 5 to 7 you should be fine. Okay, in this case I have 6 on the pressure. So after I've done the preheat, my timer 2 is set to 25 seconds. Let me go ahead and shut this phone up real quick. So go ahead and get those settings in your press, click on it, that way you're good to go. Okay, so we're good here. This thing is heated up, ready to rock and roll. Now, of course, if this is your first time watching one of these videos, you'll want to watch the other ones in my series. This little bad boy, silicone mat, is extremely important when you're pressing these hats, because this is going to protect your hat. It's flexible. Now what I do is I shape it to this part for the hat, and then my second part, which I cut like this goes over the bill and it lands vertical. Okay, so you're going to see that process in a little bit. So let's go ahead and get into it. Here we go. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to flip this out. Okay, so flip that out, put it right on there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring it on in so you can kind of see what's going on here. Okay, so got this out. Now you're going to want to lock this in, give it a nice little tug, and what I like to do is kind of run my hand. You'll already feel this warming up, but you kind of want to run your hand over it, your palms, just to kind of place it a little bit. Okay, you'll feel it. You'll feel it. Take your piece here. That lays right over the top. Now, of course, make sure you shape it to the cut of the bill. So you see here, this has a slight curve to it. Make sure you shape it to that bill so that it lays perfectly on the flat part. And then just put this here just to protect. Now remember that first timer, 7 seconds. Now what that does is it's going to kind of loosen up the hat just a little bit so that you can stretch it and pull it even more to conform to the bottom platen. Now you don't have to do it a whole lot because it's pretty much going to do it for you, but at that point you're fine. Now I have a patch already ready to go. I took off the back adhesive protector. Now I'm just going to line this up with where I already know it needs to go, and then boom, good to go. Go ahead and place that down. Now remember, your second timer is going to be hitting at 25 seconds. 25 seconds from now, this is going to be golden. And while you're kind of waiting for this, guys, you can go ahead and get the second hat ready. There we go. Take that off, release, move off. Now, there's your patch fully installed. This is a hat that we're doing for a current client, Conant Orchards. This is their 100th year anniversary. They're going to be giving these hats away to their customers, friends, family. So this is really going to rock and roll. I mean, it's a gorgeous hat. So take your hats, go ahead and just set them aside. Again, pull that piece out underneath, set it, and good to go. So if you guys have any questions, now's the time to start asking them. You can ask those questions in the comment, but right now I'm just going to get through these hats just so that you can kind of see the process. So I'm going to lay this down. And the reason why you want this piece, guys, here, because I found that these edges on this machine can really quickly scorch your bill if you don't have this. So that's very important to put this on there. So there we go. Preheat once again. While I'm doing my preheat, I'm going to go ahead and peel this. Boom, there we go. Again, give it a little tug, give it a little pull. Stretch with your palms. Make sure you're good to go. That is beautiful. Take your patch, set it down. And don't be afraid of how you're going to place the logo and is it going to line up. Once you get into a rhythm, guys, placing these logos, you're going to know exactly where to place them every single time. 5 seconds to go. And I kind of hold on to this as it lifts up. I don't like it to just pop up really quickly on me. So there you go. There's the next one. Sometimes what you can do right here, guys, is you kind of take your finger and just softly touch that. It might get any small little ridges that might be right here out. Just barely run your finger on it, but then just set it aside. You're good to go. So again, you can see how fast this goes, guys. I don't think you're going to be able to accomplish speed like this on any other type of hat press. So you're really good to go. And quite honestly, I probably don't need to be doing the preheat, but for me, it just loosens up the hat just a little bit to where I know it's sitting very nicely. And for me, that's kind of important. So, you know, an additional 7 seconds isn't going to be a big deal. Here, boom, once again, set it. And I like to kind of just take all the silicone off, that way you kind of see the hat a little better. And then just line up with your top line, your top crease. But like I said, after a minute, you're going to kind of get the idea of where your placement and all that stuff needs to go. This machine right here is a game changer, guys. If you do not have this machine, I highly recommend getting it. I've had guys that have followed my affiliate link for this machine. You know, for those that bought a machine through me, thank you. I appreciate the commission, but they have made money off this machine, and it's been a game changer for their business because no longer are they ruining hats. I'm gonna tell you right now, I was a little scared of this hat, to be honest, but with this machine, after the first hat, 0 mistakes, 0 creases in my hats, 0 burn marks on the hat. I have a perfectly conformed hat, no creases, no burns, no marks, nothing. This is looking like something you would pull off of the shelf of, you know, a professional company or brand. So go ahead and post in the comments what you think about this hat, your results with other hat presses. If you got questions about this particular hat press, feel free to ask away, and if I got the answers, I'll give them to you. But for those of you that have you know, been curious about how hard or how easy this hat is to press with the 360 IQ, here it is. So like I said, have no fear. This hat press is here to save the day, make you money. I've been 100% satisfied with the results that I get from this machine. No longer am I ruining hats. I'm coming out with perfect results every single time. So there it is, I'm done. I just knocked out, you know, 12 hats during my break, and while I was talking to you guys, I forgot to start my timer, but as we can see, while I've been talking to you guys, explaining all that, you know, 15 minutes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I knocked out like 5 hats while I was talking to you guys. So there it is, Richardson 112. Go ahead and get you some. Get to practicing. If you don't have this machine, get out there and buy it. There's no reason why you don't deserve to have this machine for your apparel company. Don't be buying those crappy hat machines that are designed to ruin your product and lose money for your business. If you don't know who we are, we represent blue collar. Check us out, ESENTLbrand.com. Like, subscribe if this video is something you enjoyed. This is what we're all about, learning, teaching, growing. So there it is. My name is James. This is ESENTL Apparel, and I'm out.